What's your formula in terms of how you keep this organization on track and moving on no matter what the distraction may be?
Yeah, well, continuity, you know, in life, I mean, it's very simple for me. I try to stay with high-quality people. And then if you got something pretty good going, have continuity. You know, the fact that Bill and Tommy are together for 19 years is, first, you know what it's like in the locker room and egos.
You get tired of each other once in a while, yes.
Well, I'll let you say that.
I get tired of Bill once in a while, yes.
No, I thought you always used to bring him roses and that warm feeling. But, you know, the job of ownership is to keep continuity when you have something good. I think some people just make change for change's sake, and I have a rule: we never break something down unless we can put something better in its place. And the Belichick-Brady combo has been pretty good, and I think as an organization, going back to what you said of putting distractions aside, or whether it's the media or just normal events, everyone checks their ego at the front door and puts team first.
How important is it to have Josh McDaniels, your offensive coordinator, back in that position, providing continuity at that position, and perhaps for the future as well with Bill Belichick, 66 years old?
Well, Josh has got a great mind intellectually in the offensive area. I don't think there's anyone better in the league. Tommy and he have a great chemistry, and you know, he had a great learning curve experience too. I think the fact that he had success left here and then went through some difficult times in the places he was at makes him even better for us today. And we're so lucky to have him as one of the key strategic members of our team, and what he does in the offensive area and the combination of trust and respect that Brady and McDaniels has is a great asset for us. Tonight, I'm going to fly out to Canton just to hear Randy Moss speak, because, you know, he was such a special presence in this organization. When he came to us, people wondered whether it was a mistake, and I met with him one-on-one, and I said, you know, it was the Flying Elvis emblem, and I said, Randy, this is the Kraft family, so when you're here, you're representing me. And I remember he came around the table and gave me a hug and said, I want to be part of it. And when my wife of blessed memory died, 2 years after he left the team, he flew up, came to Memorial Week, visited me, and he wrote a beautiful personal card and signed it Randy Moss Kraft.
Yeah, he was a great man.
And you know, and that did more for me in a tough time. So the guys are awesome. So for me, I get more out of it than they do.
You got an extra spot on that plane?
Sure.
Can you give us an update on sort of where things stand at the moment as far as that issue is concerned?
Well, we have a gag order, and I have to use my free cash for players' signing bonuses right now. But I will say this. I think it's awesome that D. Smith, the head of the union, and Roger Goodell, the head of the NFL, the commissioner, are meeting, and there's a sense of unity that I don't think has ever been there before, because our game, when you're the best, people come after you from all directions and all levels of people. And they're together, they're talking, they're trying to do what's in the best long-term interest of the game, and that's very good for everyone.
And the new rules, that's the other part of business, is people were watching that Hall of Fame game, right?
Right, the helmet
and
rule.
concerned about that helmet rule.
Well, I think that our competition committee has done a real good job pushing all the time to make the game safe and healthy for our players. I mean, look, Teddy understands it. I'm not sure we've done the greatest job in messaging, in getting out. We have independent doctors who can pull players off the field. And I'll just tell you, for young men, playing the game of football and doing the things they got to do is one of the greatest things they can do for later in life. And there's lessons you learn playing the game. I played, you know, my sons played, my grandsons play. I love the game. I'm passionate about it. And you learn to get along with all kinds of people when you're on a football team, and it's a camaraderie that's unique. Teddy could say it better than I'm sure. So the fact that the game is actually healthier and more safe today than it's ever been, and it's because of the rule changes that the competition committee is doing.